Breaking news coming in, Ravindra Jadeja, well, he's been fined 50% of his match fee. The BCCI has issued the statement saying that they are making it clear that they are not satisfied with the verdict. The BCCI reserved by countering Boone's stance, they want to maintain the pressure on the world body so that Anderson gets the harshest punishment. They also believe that there was no point in holding Jadeja guilty when it was Anderson who started the spat. I'd like to cut across at this point of time. Boria Majumdar joins us live at this juncture. Boria, what does this in effect mean?
You know what this means, Preeti, is simple, that the BCCI is playing a waiting and watch game. They have reserved the right to appeal. They have not said they will appeal. Now, what does that mean? What are you reading between the lines? It's very, very simple. The BCCI is keeping full pressure on the ICC. The chairman of the ICC is N. Srinivasan. So obviously he has been consulted and taken into confidence. They are maintaining pressure on David Boone, the ICC match referee. There's an independent commissioner, Gordon Lewis, appointed for the James Anderson inquiry. So which will be held on the 1st of August after the Southampton Test match. So clear, the BCCI will now play a wait-and-watch game. They will see what kind of punishment is meted out to James Anderson. If he is banned, they will not appeal. If he is not banned, they will appeal and make a huge hue and cry of it. So clearly, this is pressure tactic on the part of the BCCI, and correctly so. If they believe that Ravindra Jadeja needs to be banned, so be it.
So much of the drama, much of the game being played backstage at this point of time, isn't it, Boria?
100% it is being played backstage. I would even say it's a bit of a fixed game. You know, the president or chairman of the ICC is N. Srinivasan. Sanjay Patel, the BCCI secretary, is universally known to be the closest to N. Srinivasan. So obviously this is backstage. This is backroom politics at its very best. It is realpolitik at its very best. The BCCI is doing its best to pressurize, David Boone and the ICC, and perhaps will even get something out of this to, get a punishment for James Anderson.
Right. So the official statement, Boria, which has been given out by the BCCI, can we account it to public posturing?
It is public posturing of the highest order. It is public posturing and a bit of a patriotic sentiment as well, where they are actually saying that we support Ravindra Jadeja and we reserve the right to appeal, Preeti. Read that line very well. Reserve the right to appeal. We will wait what happens to Anderson. If it's not to our satisfaction, we will appeal.
And how does it play out if Mr. Anderson is given the harshest punishment, if he's given a ban, then how do things play out back home?
If the BCCI will say it's fine. As far as I'm concerned, if James Anderson is banned for even one test match and is taken out of this series, 4th test match is at his home ground in Old Trafford in Manchester. That's where James Anderson will be much required for England. Now, if he is banned from that test match, you will not see the BCCI say a word. If he's not banned and if his level of offence is reduced from 3 to 2 or 2 to 1, there you will see the BCCI becoming very, very aggressive and taking this matter forward.
See how this actually pans out. A lot of public posturing going on. Official statement has been released by the BCCI, and Boria Majumdar is going to take us through it. Boria, once again, for the benefit of our viewers who are joining us at this juncture, can you take us through the statement given out by the BCCI, and in effect, what is the actual statement behind it?
You can just deconstruct in 3 simple parts. One, the BCCI is saying we back Ravindra Jadeja to the hilt. We are not satisfied with the punishment, which is a 50% fine of the match fee. So what they are saying is we back Jadeja. At the same time, we reserve the right to appeal against this. Now, what does that mean? We will wait for the Anderson hearing on the 1st of August, conducted by Gordon Lewis, the ICC appointed commissioner. If Anderson is punished and given a ban, then we will say fair enough, it's okay. If he's not given a ban, we will say they have been unfair to Ravindra Jadeja. Now, nothing of this could have been possible without backroom negotiations. The ICC chairman is N. Srinivasan. Sanjay Patel is close to him. So this is a game of politics that is being played out.
Well, appreciate you joining. We are not satisfied with the verdict, and the BCCI reserves its right to appeal against this sentence. The BCCI believes that Mr. Ravindra Jadeja was not at fault and supports him fully. This statement now comes after the ICC penalised Ravindra Jadeja 50% of his match fee at the Nottingham Test for breaching level 1 of ICC's Code of Conduct for Players. Match referee David Boone fined Jadeja for alleged altercation with James Anderson during the 2nd day of the first at the Trent Bridge. Jadeja was earlier charged with a level 2 by England team manager Phil Neal, but the ICC has found him guilty under Article 218, which relates to conduct contrary to the spirit of the game. Jadeja's fine is the maximum penalty under level 1 breach. Meanwhile, the hearing for James Anderson will be held on the 1st of August.